Namaste. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I am going to do a Divine Masculine reading. Just find out what energies are coming in for the Divine Masculine and just get a little insight on what's going on. I'll be using the Soul's Journey and messages from the guides as the Oracle decks, the Shadowscapes deck for the Tarot, the Art Nouveau Tarot, and my Crystal Visions Clarification deck. So I have pre-shuffled, but I shuffle on camera. It's just my way of giving clarity to the reading for the viewer. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your support of my channel. Thank you for your kind words in the comments. I appreciate your positive energy. Let's find out what's going on in the energy for the Divine Masculine. Remember, in the Shadowscapes deck there, it was not designed for reversals, so we don't read reversals. Let's see. Express your feelings. I'm going to do one here. Express your feelings. I think it's time. I think we're all at that point now where we're ready to just speak our truth. That has been coming out in the readings, and if you've been watching the readings, the King of Swords, which is the speaker of truth, has been sitting and has not stood up with the truth and ready to fully engage with the truth and speak it. But here it is going to be express your feelings, accept struggles as a lesson. Look at the cards. Those cards are the same color scheme. So these are connected. Obviously, Divine Masculine is struggling to speak his truth, which I think we knew that. So I'm going to start with this deck. Temperance, patience, balance, trying to seek balance in order to express their truth. Page of Cups. There's that message. There's somebody wanting to express their feelings, but they're not comfortable with it. That's why it's like, and Three of Pentacles. They're working on it. You know, they're seeking guidance on how they're supposed to say this, how to approach the Divine Feminine. They're struggling with that. It's something that they're going to have to overcome. Here we have the Five of Cups. What they don't want to do is say something that's going to end up pushing the Divine Feminine away, because they're uncomfortable. They're, you know, this is not a traditional relationship. So it's kind of new and ultimately uncomfortable to try and express your truth from your soul if you're not used to doing it. Here's the Hierophant. So his Hierophant is the spiritual side of the Divine Masculine for me. That's the way I read. And Four of Pentacles. Yep, that makes perfect sense. He's really trying to learn how to express this new awkward feeling that comes from his spiritual side. As a newly awakened person, how do you have a discussion with somebody that you may feel is not going to understand your new awakening? I mean, we've all been there when you awaken and you don't have that tribe of support of spiritual people in your circle. I mean, how awkward is it to say, guess what? Here, what? I've just discovered I'm this soul and I have all of these deep feelings that I feel very connected to you spiritually. We have this energetic bond. I mean, you know, that's a conversation you don't have every day when you're newly awakened. Now, when you're, you know, been on the journey a while, you surround yourself with people who are on the same path and who have become awakened. So it's not an awkward conversation to talk about spirituality. But if you are in, especially if you're in a traditional religious framework, talking on this level is absolutely uncomfortable. So here's this poor Divine Masculine trying to get his head around his spirituality and then be able to communicate his feelings about his spirituality and the connection he feels to the Divine Feminine. Man, we have all been there. So he's resisting. He doesn't want to say something he regrets. He's afraid that if he speaks his truth, he's going to regret it, because the Divine Feminine is going to say, you know, what the hell are you talking about? You know. Yeah. Okay. So this is the struggle. And this is the lesson that he has to learn. That's why these are connected. That through this, owning his own truth and understanding his own soul's journey is the struggle, but it's also the lesson. Let's do another row and see. Well, that all makes perfect sense. Judgment, Ace of Cups. So here's this Page of Cups bringing this Ace of Cups. That is a scary, scary, scary conversation the first time. And Judgment is, okay, you know, he's worried about, you know, how the Divine Feminine or people around him in general are going to see that. This is his call to, you know, ascend, and he knows that, but he also knows that it has to do with the Divine Feminine, and he's just now awakening to that journey. Remember, we're all new at some point on this journey, and you know, those first few steps on the path are very scary, especially when your physical community is not accepting of spirituality. You know, there are places that are very focused on traditional religious beliefs, and spirituality to them is very uncomfortable. Here's the Eight of Pentacles. He's really working on how he's going to start to speak his understanding. Seven of Pentacles. He's investing a lot of time learning and trying to figure out what is the path, and he's allowing himself time to learn, but he feels this urge that he needs to start speaking his truth, and the first person he wants to do it to, and this is two people that I feel are in the same church. And he's waking up, and he feels that the Divine Feminine may understand this, and he wants to share it with her. But it's going to be a paradigm shift. The Fool, yeah, there's a paradigm shift for sure. Let's clarify. That Fool is a paradigm shift. It's a whole different journey, a whole different perspective. King of Wands. Wants to take action. He has the strength to do it. He just doesn't know how to say it. He doesn't know how to say it. He doesn't know how to actively engage in that conversation. I remember when I woke up and had to tell my husband of 25 years that I'm on a spiritual journey. It's an uncomfortable. There's an unknown card. There's something here that is not yet revealed that is influencing this. It will be revealed. Nine of Pentacles. He feels very alone in his beliefs, his new belief system. Feels like he's already gone through dark night of the soul. Hangman, there's another, yeah, shifted his whole perspective, that dark night of the soul. And now is Three of Wands again. I knew the Tower was coming out. I mean, it's always. Yeah, that's the ego death, dark night of the soul. Change the way he sees things. But he's not necessarily trusting it. He feels as though, he may feel as though that he's deceiving himself, or other people are going to attack him for sharing this new beliefs. A lot of people in a religious framework believe that spirituality, you know, meditation, even yoga are still connected to satanic practices. And he's really trying to understand the new paradigm. He knows the truth of it. But he doesn't know how to express it without being judged or even persecuted. Let's take a couple of cards from this deck. Wow. Knight of Pentacles. Slow, deliberate steps. Being very, very intentional about how he phrases his new understanding in his situation. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Yep. He's afraid if he speaks his truth, he will be ostracized. Not interested in that. Not worth the risk right now. For him, it's not worth the risk. He's concerned about that. Okay, we'll finish this up. Actually, I'm going to take a okay. Honesty and change. Unbelievable. Being honest is going to create some change for sure. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay, you can't be more appropriate than that. Ah, the Empress in the reverse. Not ready. Six of Wands. Wants to feel, his ego is going to suffer a little bit from this. He's not really ready to out himself. He wants to share this with the Divine Feminine, but he's not going to do it to his community. He's not going to out himself to his, yeah, Four of Swords. Definitely. He's going to sit on it for a little while, learn some more, take some time out to restore before he makes this big leap. Let's check bottom of the deck. Six of Swords. Yeah. And Page of Pentacles. Yeah, whatever truth he's going to start doing very slowly. Drip disclosure. Yep. He'll start with the drip disclosure, but he really wants to share with the Divine Feminine because he senses that she knows that she is on the spiritual path too, but he doesn't want everyone to know. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps. Thank you.